Good morning, sir.
You can sit and just tie up your mic, please. कंफर्टेबल होके आप बैठ सकते हैं.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. Are you comfortable in English or Hindi?
English.
Okay. So tell me your introduction, Aradhya Chaubey.
So my name is Aradhya Chaubey. My father's name is Mr. Neeraj Kumar. My father is a primary teacher. My mother's name is Mrs. Rajni Chaubey. My mother is a housewife. I am living in Auraiya, Uttar Pradesh. There are 4 family members in my family, including me. I am 11 years old and study in 6th class in Sutti Global Academy, Auraiya branch. Hobbies are watching cricket and exploring new things. I want to become an Air Force officer. My role model is squadron leader Agni Chaturvedi.
Okay. You have told that you want to be an Air Force officer.
Yes, sir.
Please give me motto of Indian Air Force.
So the motto of Indian Air Force is Nav Spars Deeptam.
Nava Spars Deeptam. What does mean by Nava Spars Deeptam?
So Nav is dedicated for the sky, and yes,
Okay, Nav is for sky and Spars is for? Okay, you don't know, no problem. You are a Hindu.
Yes.
So you believe in Hindu gods also?
Yes, sir.
Which god do you like most?
So I like Krishna ji.
Why you like Krishna ji? Because there are many gods in Hinduism, like it is called that almost 33 crore gods in Hindu. So why you only like Krishna ji?
So the most favorite thing which I like the God Krishna, that he like a makhan to eat. I also like to makhan.
Interesting. Okay, so what's your hobby?
So my hobbies are watching cricket and exploring new things.
Exploring. What does mean by exploring new things?
The exploring means is that you want to learn a new thing. Yeah.
Okay, you want to learn a new thing. Recently, what new thing you have learned?
So recently I like to learn Korean and so many things.
What Korean?
The Korean language.
Korean language. Okay. So give me your introduction in Korean language.
Yes, sir. So the first of all, first sentence in each interview is my name is. So the in Korean we say that my name is Janin Aradhya. Janin is for my name, and then I said my name like Aradhya. So and the last word Janin Aradhya Ibnida. Ibnida is for my name is. Last word is. And so like my mother's name is the second sentence of each introduction is for Neo Mommy Ilimana is for my mother's name is. So the Neo is dedicated for my mother, and Eomi is for mother, and the last word of my mother's name is Eomi Ilam Inan, and then you say your mother's name.
Okay. So tell me 5 interesting facts about yourself.
Okay, sir. I like to stay with my family in all time, and I like to plant more trees and nature-friendly person. Yeah, and I like to learn new things, and yes, sir. And I like to stay tuned, and I like exciting to see the new matches of cricket. I also like it. Yes.
Okay, you have told that you like to plant more trees. So recently you have seen that there have been climate change problem all over the world. What do you think that it is good or bad? And at the last you will conclude this topic by giving me a conclusion and your point of view on this topic.
So I think the main problem of the climate change is to cutting trees. So many people cut the trees. Then we also need oxygen, which is given by trees also. So yeah, the main problem is to cutting trees. The people also know for the trees information, like the trees is the most important thing to live in the earth.
Okay. Tree is most important thing to live in the earth.
Yes.
So you have also read the science, I think so, because you have come after clearing AISSC exam. So, according to you, when we eat a tree, it is good for nature or bad for nature? Because every individual is depend on tree, either directly or indirectly. So, if we are eating trees, so it is good for nature or bad for nature?
There's so many things which is bad and so many things are good. The bad is for I told you that so many people cut the trees, and the good thing is the trees also give us fruits and vegetables, so that is good for our health and yeah.
Okay, that is also good for your health. So at the last you will see it is good for yourself. But when we utilize the tree, all over the world says that it is not good for our nature. Why it is not good for our nature? Because it is for ours and we can utilize it.
So I can't get your point.
Okay. I am just asking you, many a person all over the world used to utilize trees. Utilize, you know what is utilize?
Yeah.
We are using things made of trees. So it is good for nature or bad for nature? Because if we eat something, it is good for nature. But if we utilize something, it is, how can it be bad for nature?
So I think we don't cut the trees because when we cut the trees, the stem of the trees is used to make tables and beds also and other things. So that is bad. We can use plastics also and so many furniture things which we can use in the other furnitures. If we need most trees to cut, then we also cut we don't cut the trees because it is not a good.
You have mentioned that we should use plastic. Plastic is the major problem all over the world. So why you are saying that we should use plastic?
I mean that we don't use the stem of trees and the other things to make a furniture. Also, we use other things like so many things which is used to make a furniture. So yeah, that's.
Okay, you want to be a pilot. What is the most important thing to be a pilot?
So I think the most important thing is to disciplined person, and we have a positive attitude to fight the against country which we need, and yes. Sir.
Okay. On war situation, recently you have seen the Russia-Ukraine war. So give me your viewpoints on it.
So I think the fight is not a answer to give each other. I think Russia and Ukraine both to talk with each other and give the answer to each one.
Okay. Recently there have been a problem that is known as Turkey problem. Turkey, there is an earthquake in Turkey. So what do you think that Turkey is friend of India or enemy of India?
So I think that Turkey is not a friend of India, but yeah, we can give the things to save the persons, because we don't fight with persons. We only we fight with we don't fight to each other.
As you mentioned in your PIQ
Yes.
that you want to become like squadron leader Avni Chaturvedi. Do you know about them?
Yes, sir. So, Squadron Leader Abhi Chaturvedi, she was the first combat pilot in Air Force, and she was born on 27 October 1993 in Rewa district of Madhya Pradesh. Yes.
You want to become a pilot.
Yes, sir.
To becoming a pilot, what type of preparation should have to most important?
So I think the base of the student is become for his childhood. If I also prepare for the RMS Sainik school, and then in the future I also tried for the Air Force examination, and then if I clear that, so then I become a pilot also.
After clearing the Air Force examination,
Sure.
it is important to become a pilot.
But I think it's not important to become a pilot. There are so many students who wants to go in the other fields like in sports, and so many students who wants to go in the field of education. So if you go in the education, you can join any of these jobs. There are so many jobs in India like engineer, Air Force, Army, and others. Then I like the most Air Force job.
Air Force. What is the position of Indian Air Force in the world?
So I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes, sir.
Who is the Air Chief Marshal now?
So the Air Chief Marshal present is B.R. Chaudhary Vivek Ram.
As you told in the PIQ form, just you are preparing for RMS, or what is the means of RMS?
So Rashtriya Military School.
How many schools are there in India?
There are 5 schools in all over the India, and there's in each Sydney, in other states and different states.
And you are your participations in the sports or games,
Yes, sir.
etc., as you told him, running or dancing in 2019 to start now current, you got the first prize. What is the important to get the running?
So I think the most important thing to run, I think the leg is the main thing to run, and the most important thing is don't challenge others. Believe in yourself.
Self-confidence is the
Yes,
main
sir.
thing. And this is the point that you also participated in the dance.
Yes, sir.
Which type of dance do you like most?
So I like to dance with the Bollywood songs, like so many, like in the Independence and Republic Day I participate in my schools, like there's so many songs like Desha Neela, and yeah, I'm participated in these songs.
Learning new things, new languages.
Yes, sir.
Your hobbies are dancing and playing badminton also. Name any player in India
Yes, sir.
which is related to badminton.
So PV Sindhu.
PV Sindhu.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about her?
So she is the badminton player of India, and yes, sir. And there is a Australian Open and the Australia, which we participate. The badminton players participate in that, and yes, sir.
And you also the class monitor in 4th or 5th class.
Yes, sir.
What is the criteria to become a class monitor?
So the criteria to become a class monitor is that you can that you disciplined and that you are interesting into study and playing also. And yes, sir, and you know about how to clear the classroom and how to stop the talking of the students. Yes, sir.
And you also participated in the 3 competitive exams.
Yes, sir.
Which exams?
So I participated in Math Olympiad, GK quiz, and essay writing.
Essay writing. And you also want to go in Indian Air Force. If you not got a chance to go in Indian Air Force, then what will you do?
So I want to do the preparation for another exams. Like there are so many posts which is related to the to defend our country, to save the country. Like the army is also, and then I will try for the army, navy, and
You must have to go in defense.
yes, sir.
What are the qualities of yours to go in the defense?
So I think my good qualities to go in the defense is
Like?
so I like to study, and I'm also good in the physical area, and yeah, I'm disciplined person, and yeah, I like to save, I like to want the country safe, and yes.
And according to you, what are the bad qualities of yours?
So my bad qualities is that my fashion sense is not good, and I spend a lot of time in the mobile phones. Yes, sir, and I want to improve it. And yes, I like to eat junk food also.
And what are the good qualities?
So my good qualities is that my handwriting is good, and I have a positive attitude. I'm a self-confident person, and yes, I obey my elders.
Okay, good attitude. So Aradhya Chaubey, in next 5 year, where you see yourself?
So I want to see myself in the I want to proud my family, and I like to study. Yes, sir. So I want to be a good Air Force officer.
Okay, there have been a saying in our society that a girl can't join defense generally. So, do your father agree to join, and what the society will say if you join the Air Force?
So my father is always supporting me to join the defense, and my family is also want to be that I am also an Air Force officer. So if the society is not supporting me, so I don't. I say that the girls and boys is equal, so you can join the girls also and boys also.
Okay, so your attitude is very good. So, it is time to close your interview, but two questions are left. The first is, if you become pilot and you come to home at first time, what will the first thing you will do after becoming a pilot?
So after becoming a pilot, I want to do the first time when I come to my home. Firstly, I'm time spent with my family, and also I talk with my family about the Air Force, and yes.
So, what is the message you want to give your aged girl to the society? Because many girls are in there that are not getting good education. So, what will you say to them?
I want to give message to all the society that boys and girls both are equals. So if your child is if your girl is going also in the sports area and education, so you can support him and you can prepare for him in the future.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
The interview is ended. You can go now.